in an hour's time. Yeah.
Where are we going?
As Bendigo's gold rush exploded, so too did its population. There was a large horse-drawn tram fleet servicing the city, but for most working people, walking was the only affordable option. Battery trams were introduced in 1890. They were pioneering for their time. The system operated from the railway station out to the borough of Eagle, a total of 6.5 kilometres. It quickly became apparent that batteries were inadequate for Bendigo's hilly terrain, with horses regularly towing the overtaxed trams back to the depot. As a result, the battery company closed after a mere 13 weeks. In 1892, steam trams were introduced. They were a success, and their reliability made them popular with commuters. But the company was hit hard by the economic depression. In 1903, the electric system was introduced and has been running ever since. A short drive straight ahead is the Bendigo Botanic Gardens, and a little further on, the Bendigo Pottery. Both should be on your to-do list if you're spending time in Bendigo. Bendigo Pottery is Australia's oldest working pottery. Established in 1858, the pottery has operated continuously from its current site in Epsom since 1863. It is home to the most significant collection of ceramic wood-fired kilns in the world. Today, the pottery complex includes an interpretive museum, artist studios, and an extensive antique centre. We're about to turn into Nolan Street. This section of track was added during World War II to take workers by tram to the World Ordnance Factory. World War II reduced the number of men available to work to such an extent that the tramways needed to offer conductor positions to women. By the end of the war, there were 22 women employed on the trams. However, they had to relinquish their positions when the men returned from the service. Next stop, Lake Maroona. If you're getting off here, please mind the step and use the handrail as you leave the tram from the right-hand side.
My tram anyway, so yeah.
As we cross the Bendigo Creek, you will notice that the bed of the creek is paved with bluestone. Over 100 years ago, the city councillors were forced to pave the creek to prevent slime and mud choking it and inundating the city, thanks to the thousands of miners using their tunneling machines further up the valley. We're now turning into Bridge Street. Ahead you will see the Tyson's Reef Hotel, named after the quartz mining reef that sits below this street. There are 17 quartz reefs that run beneath the city in roughly a north to south direction, covering an area 16 kilometres long and 4 kilometres wide. Tyson's Reef was named after James Henry Tyson, a digger who set up an abattoir near here in 1852 to sell beef to the miners. When Tyson sold up 3 years later, he was a billionaire. So many who came to Bendigo in search of gold found their wealth in other ways. We're now approaching the Tyson's Reef precinct. If you wish to get off here, please pull the left-hand bell once, mind the step and use the handrail as you leave the tram. Bendigo has since found wealth in other ways too, with a strong agricultural focus producing livestock, fruit, poultry, wheat, vegetables, wool and wine. Bendigo is Australia's first UNESCO Creative City and region of gastronomy, having one of the richest concentrations of boutique food and wine producers in Australia. Bendigo is also one of Australia's oldest wine regions, dating back to the mid-19th century, with local vineyards now producing internationally award-winning red wines. We're now heading into Caledonia Street, which leads to the Palace as it is known today. Built during the Second World War, it is a world-leading in defence, aerospace and ground transportation solutions. The Tramway is used to provide special services to green workers from all parts of Bendigo in fact during the war, the workers took secret. All sorts of weapons were manufactured here for the forces and violence. Since the factory has continued its role of manufacturing the Bushmaster and other patrols and combat support vehicles used in areas of conflict. Our next stop leads to the Bendigo Dress House Temple. This Chinese place of worship was constructed in the 1870s and is one of the few remaining original buildings of its type in Australia. It is constructed with locally handmade red bricks. The Dress House remains a place of worship and is regularly visited by worshippers who travel quite some distance to pay their respects to One D, the god of war and prosperity, whom the temple is dedicated. Check with the driver or conductor for the Joss House opening hours. If you are getting off here, please mind the step, use the handrail, and leave the tram from the right-hand side.
Right, yep.